Parashat Chayei Sarah. You know, my friends, I think only Jews, only the wisdom of Judaism could have a parasha called the life of Sarah that contains so much death. The death of Sarah, the death of Abraham, death of Ishmael. It's an incredible parasha that speaks so much of the end, but really it's the beginning because it's the continuation of Abraham's journey for Yitzchak to find a marriage partner, and to continue the legacy, the journey started by Abraham means that we're at the very beginning now of the Jewish people. Had Abraham died and Yitzchak not married, or had he been sacrificed, that would have been it. So this week's parasha really continues the development of the Jewish people, and it gets to the heart of what are our values, what is our religion, our nation predicated on. And mysteriously, Rivka emerges as this gem, as this rose amongst thorns. When Eliezer gets to the well, he's so desperate to find somebody kind. And she's described as running here, running there, lowering the jug, fetching the water, feeding him and then the camels. And you can only imagine how many liters camels can drink. You can search it out on Google and find out exactly how many liters those camels would have drunk. And a tremendous act of kindness, especially because the family unit that she came out of really didn't appreciate those values. We can see that when Eliezer retells the story of what happened. He switches a few of the details, promoting family ties, promoting the wealth of Abraham above anything that Rivka might have done. He doesn't mention chesed. He talks about truth and family because that's the language of Rivka's extended family, which is a paradox, how she could possibly emerge. In fact, you can see Rivka this week as the female version of Abraham. As Abraham leaves the stage, Rivka emerges into that void and fills it, and she becomes a fitting wife for Yitzchak. In one of my favorite Rabbi Sachs books, To Heal a Fractured World, here at the beginning of chapter 4, Rabbi Sachs defines for us what chesed is all about. He asks, what is chesed? It's usually translated as kindness, but it also means love. Not love as an emotion and love as passion, but love expressed as deed. Theologians define chesed as covenant love. Covenant is the bond by which two parties pledge themselves to one another, each respecting the freedom and integrity of the other, agreeing to join their separate destinies into a single journey. Rivka didn't have these values as covenants of love with strangers, not from her family. Their covenant of love might have been within the family, but she decided to make a covenant of love with humanity. And so we reflect on these narratives that are so well trodden, taught to us from our earliest years, thinking about the formation of the Jewish people. What are those values that underpin everything that we do? And Rivka reminds us, shines out to us as a heroine, as really strengthening this concept of chesed, not Abraham's chesed being based somewhere and opening his tent, but in a different form. That she runs to a stranger, runs to assist, not just the stranger, but his animals as well, making that covenant of love with humanity. That's the value that we should explore this week's parasha. And ask ourselves, do we have the capacity to love everybody, not just those we know, but especially the stranger? Shabbat Shalom.